I'm that ICT guy, and today I'm going to show you an app that has different levels of support that can help your child enjoy learning their spellings. This app is by the developer Pierre Abel, and if you've seen some of my other videos, you may recognise this app as being a partner app to the Writing Wizard Fine Motor Skills app. This app is available on the App Store, and the cost is £9.99 at the moment. So let's get started. When you open the app, it brings you to the start screen, and you can see we've got 4 different types of activities. We've got the talking, movable alphabet, which is like a sandbox for experimenting playing with words. We've got word practice, scrambled letters, and spelling quizzes, which are 3 different levels of support for practicing your spellings. So let's have a look at the talking movable alphabet. First, you can see that it comes up with a few tips of how you can move around. And every time you open the app up again, it will show you this, so you don't need to worry too much about memorising exactly how to do it the first time. One thing I always do when I start is I go to the settings up here and I will change the background from colours to paper because I think that's just a little bit calmer. And I also change the keyboard from being in alphabetical order to being QWERTY. I think that will help give you a bit more practice for when we prepare for typing and using a keyboard as the children get older. So it's good practice for them to know where the letters are on a keyboard. You can see that phonics is selected by default, and that will, for example, let you say A instead of A when you click on a letter. If you wanted to say the letter names, then you just uncheck that. And if you prefer to have them all in uppercase on the keyboard, you can do that too. But I will keep it lowercase. You can choose a voice. There's a few different options here. At the moment it's set to a US child by default. I'm going to select maybe the UK voice, as that's where I'm based. So now, as you can see, when we tap on each letter,
D.
it says the sound of each letter, and as we drag them onto the page,
Re.
it will speak them.
Red.
Click on the word, it will speak it, or if you click on the speech bubble here. And it's a nice way of practicing making words and joining letters together. So perhaps you could make a word and your child can make it underneath, or they could just experiment trying different combinations of sounds and letters. So the first spelling mode is called word practice, and when you open it, you can choose from what word list you want to use. There are lots of pre-made word lists already, and if you look up here, you can actually create your own word lists as well. I haven't got any made there yet, and I will be doing a video shortly on about how you can make your own word lists, so keep your eyes open for that one. I'm going to start here with the CVC words. There's also Dolch words, which are like high frequency words, and CVCC words, lots and lots of different options. Do check them out at your leisure, but I'm going to go in at the very first one. This is a CVC with a medial A, so that's with an A in the middle of the words.
Spell.
The word first, and sometimes
Bag.
it shows you an image of it as well. It'll give you the model, and you can see below the letters you can use are highlighted. You can't use any of the other letters in this mode.
B.
So this is the highest level of support you can get.
Bag.
Once you get it right, you'll see it'll glow up nicely. And then it'll bring you to the next word. You can see this one's got an image again. You click on the speech bubble up here, it will say the word for you. And again, drag the letters to spell the word.
A.
What you're doing is copying the word above and making it for yourself. So let's go back and have a look at one of the other options. Next, we're going to look at scrambled letters. And you get access to all of the same word lists, and if you've created one before in My Lists, you can access it in all of the different modes, so you haven't got to make another word list again.
Spell.
So here are scrambled letters.
Bag.
It's a little bit different. You only get the letters from the word, but they're all jumbled up, and you have to drag them into the correct order.
B.
You get the voice prompts.
Bag. Spell. Bat.
And if you want to hear it again, you click on the little speech bubble at the top there. You've also got this question mark, and that's for giving you clues and hints. It'll give you the first letter, so if you're a bit stuck, it can give you a clue, and then you can drag the rest of the letters to spell the word.
B.
And then you can drag the rest of the letters to spell the word.
Bat.
And because it's a synthesized voice, this can sometimes be a little bit tricky to understand what it says first time. So let's go back and let's look at the final activity, which is spelling quizzes. And you might be able to predict what this one's like. Here you've got a full QWERTY keyboard at the bottom, because that's the settings I changed it to. And you get the word said for you, but you don't get any hints at all. You do get some images, but you do have to add them in yourself to the word lists. So this is the lowest level of support. You really have to listen to the cue and then spell the word correctly.
Spell. But.
You do still have the speech prompt that will say it again. And you do still have the clue button that will give you a letter at a time clue for how to spell the word. If you do get stuck, that is useful.
But.
So that's the basics of this app. I'm the ICT guy, and if you found this video useful, please consider subscribing to my channel so you can get notified about any future videos that I might make. I will be making another video shortly about how you can create your own customized word lists to add into this app to support your child's spellings. And I'll also be doing a short video on how you can customize some of the settings on this to make it a little bit more accessible for your child. Thanks for watching.